Hello viewers, I welcome you to the maiden episode of She Is, the show that inspires women all over the world to believe in themselves and set out to achieve their dreams despite whatever challenge the life throws at them. The show is proudly brought to you by Smile GH Photography. Smile GH is a production house that are experts in the coverage of all your events. So if you want that event of yours captured with style, contact Smile GH on 024 0081 636 or 026 1089346. The show is also supported by Templesy Court. Templesy is a home away from home. If you want a place to relax with the family on a normal day or on a normal weekend or a place to have that conference meeting, Templesy is the right place to be. Templesy Court is located inside YOLO, right opposite the Embassy of Equatorial Guinea. You can contact Templesy Court on 0244 292520 or 030 2791815. My name is Richmond Opong Frimpong, and after the break, we introduce our guest. Today on the show, we have Nana Yaa Opoku Addo. She's an entrepreneur. She's a philanthropist. She's acted quite some movies. We just want to know more about her and what she's about. Hi, Selwa.
Hi, Richmond.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
I'm good. You're looking so pretty.
Thank you.
This is how you look on a normal day.
I hope so. I think so, yeah.
All right, so how do you feel being on the show?
Well, I feel great. I feel it's a very great opportunity for me to give more light on what I do and my journey every single day.
Wow, wow. So can you run us through growing up for you? How was your childhood like?
Well, growing up, I grew up from a very modest family. Okay. My dad was a travel agent. My mom is also in the travel agency business. I have a sister, a big brother, and a smaller brother. So growing up was just like any other normal Ghanaian child, yes.
So what schools did you attend growing up?
I attended Little Flower Montessori for my kindergarten and nursery. I went to 7th grade Princess Academy for my primary. Then I went to Rect Academy for my junior high school. I got admitted into St. Mary's Senior High School. Then I went to Pentecost University for my first degree. And currently I'm pursuing my LLB in Mount Crest University.
Wow. What did you study at university?
My first degree was in human resource management.
Oh, okay. Why human resource?
I wanted to understand people better in the organization, how they act, why they do what they do, and ways and means I could help them. So it's more like getting in touch or getting closer to the working force or the labor force of the organization, understanding them better. Yeah.
So growing up, what did you want to become?
Growing up, I wanted to become a fashion designer.
Why fashion?
I loved clothes. I felt fashion was the only way I could express myself, my environment, how I felt every single day. It was another world altogether for me to just get away and express my feelings. So, yes.
So, who did you look up to growing up?
I must say my father.
Why?
My father has been a really great mentor in my life, and he always makes it look so easy and always tells me my gender doesn't have to be a barrier, you know, I just have to keep going and going, no matter what happens. Just pick up your things and just keep going. So his optimisticity was a form of encouragement for me, yes.
Wow. So after Pentecost University, what did you have your service and then?
Well, after Pentecost University, then I decided to set up a business on my own. And during that same time too, I decided to take on a second degree, which is my LLB.
Okay, how is that going?
To say the truth, it's quite hectic. Trying to combine school with a business you have little knowledge about from the onset. So it's been very, very challenging. Yeah.
All right, so why did you decide to set up a business, and what kind of business is it?
Okay, I It's a construction business. We're into full-time construction. And I decided to set up a business because from the beginning, I've always told myself I didn't see in the long run or in the foreseeable future, I didn't see myself working from a 9-to-5 job. I wanted to be independent, and the kind of money I wanted to make or the kind of help I wanted to give to people, I felt like getting a 9-to-5 job wouldn't be the best to, reach my full capabilities, to maximize all the resources I have around me. So I told myself, okay, I'm going to go into entrepreneurship, and it hasn't really, it's not really my first, yes, it's not really my first entrepreneurial job. I've had so many little businesses in the past. Like when I was 16, I had set up my own online sunglasses shop. I've had an online makeup shop before. Yes, so it was just a different field with a new experience, and it was fun.
Now, why construction? Before you were talking about you loving fashion and all that.
Yeah.
So why didn't you go into fashion knowing that that is your passion, but then you went into construction?
I guess I always love to throw a challenge to myself, especially. And I felt going into fashion would be too easy because that is what the society or everyone expects from me. So I had to do a little reading and I had to break out of my comfort zone a bit. And I had to ask myself a few questions. Okay, so what are the little women in the construction business? What is going on? Why can't they move and also be at head and power with the men? What is really going on? You know, so I threw a challenge to myself and I told myself that, okay, this is something new with no one from my family who has knowledge in construction. And yes, I took the challenge upon myself. I read on it. I did a few background research, and yes, this is me now.
Now, how did you start this new business?
Okay, so from the beginning, I made a list of things I wanted to get into. And then I did reading on all of them just to be abreast with everything going on. And I had a few male friends in construction. So I began to ask questions. I began to read. I asked them, okay, so why don't you do it this way instead of that way? Why are you doing it that way? What is going on here? Why do you do this and that? So I grew a certain kind of love for construction, you know, and because it was a male-dominated sector, I wanted to be that female with the change. So yes, it became like a newfound love. I had to grow, and the journey has been amazing. Trust me, it's been amazing.
Now, financially, how did you, support yourself?
Okay, so financially, I really love saving a lot. I feel like, yes, it's something I always love doing. So I had a little savings, but it wasn't enough. So, I asked a few family and friends for loans because I didn't need anyone to believe in my dream. Once I believed in it and I knew I was going to make profits from what I was going to do, it was enough. So I took a loan from a friend and I said that, okay, I need this kind of amount from you and I'm going to pay it in this period. So I took a loan, being an optimist that I'll get the money back. And that's what happened. So yes, so it was a loan plus my savings and then I went for it.
Wow, from our guest, you don't need anyone to believe in your dreams. Once you believe in that dream, you are good to go. After the break, we'll continue the interview. Welcome back. If you just tuned in, you're watching She Is. Before we went on the break, we were talking about how she started taking a loan from family members and some friends as well to start the business. Okay, so you took a loan from some family, knowing that you're going to pay back, when the business is booming. And I know, some people, when you're starting something and you tell them, they try to discourage you, knowing that there's nobody like that in the family and all that. How did that get to you?
It got to me very much. I wouldn't lie about it because People thought I was young. They thought I was a female and I wasn't going to survive in a male-dominated sector. And they said to themselves, oh, people are going to take advantage of you. You're going to bid for contracts, look for contracts, they'll take advantage of you. And because you have little or no background in construction, how are you going to, yes, how are you going to do that? But as I said, I didn't need anyone to believe in my dream because my validation alone was enough. I didn't need anyone else to, yes.
Wow. So how's the business doing? You have a shop somewhere?
Yes, at Oyarifa. We have our warehouse at Oyarifa before Troy Steel Roofing Sheet.
Okay. Now, how many workers do you have?
We have a permanent staff is around 10. Okay. Our non-permanent staff is roughly about 20.
Now, how did you get these workers on board to, help your dream?
Little by little, you have to treat them like family, so it's more like recommendations. Okay. Within themselves. So you treat this worker right, he actually goes to tell another worker and like, oh, I actually have a nice company I'm working in and they don't restrict you in working this and that. So I think you should come and maybe be a temporarily worker, and if you like it, then you can come join us. So that's what happened, and I got most of them on my team.
Wow. Okay, now how's the business doing, and then your challenges, how your day-to-day challenges, and then how do you react to such challenges?
The business is doing great. It's doing excellent. Yes, every day I learn something new, and we're like family. But not to forget about the challenges, as you said. We do have challenges, especially with workers. Ghanaian workers have negative attitudes towards work. But I try as much as possible to stay with them from beginning to the end of the project. So I let them feel they're not left out. I feel their pain, I feel their stress. So we do overtime, we sometimes work till the next day. Yes, I stay there with them.
Now, how do you balance, having friends and all that, and then, now being a businesswoman? Like
it's not everyone who would understand your journey or who would support your dream. So friends, the ones who really understand you and know you have a goal and an aim you're going for, will all join in the race and help you and push you. But those who don't understand and they feel like you're doing too much for your age or you're rushing for your age, they'll drop off.
Now, is there an age limit to be successful?
No, exactly. There's no age limit to be successful, exactly, yeah.
Now, Nana Yaa, you said you're studying law. What informed that decision to get into law?
Well, honestly, I wanted to add a little more weight to my human resource. And human resource and law go par in par because it's all about studying human nature, understanding why people do what they do. So yes, I felt it was a good combination together, and yes, to pursue it.
So why having
my law degree? It's at Mount Crest University.
Okay. So how are you combining the law schooling and then the business?
It's hectic. No time for playing or joking around at all. Least chance I get, I try to go to work. So you can imagine trying to juggle driving from home to Kanda, from Kanda to Oyarifa, and then maybe I could have a site at Pampram or Legon. So no time at all to rest. Sometimes I don't get to see my parents for like weeks.
Wow.
Yeah, it's very intensive.
Now, what would you say has been your biggest challenge and how did you overcome it?
I think my biggest challenge has been trying to get clients, trying to convince clients to work with me despite the fact that I'm female and I'm young. And most of the clients who are obviously men will try and take advantage sometimes, and you just have to be firm in your decision to let them know you want this thing based on what you can do, but not because of merit. So you don't want to be a square peg in a round hole. Yeah.
Now, what would you say you sacrificed to get to where you are now as a young girl and then, achieving greater things?
I had to sacrifice so much, because aside me trying to use my physical strength, I really had to get closer to God, because I felt it wasn't by my mind alone, but it's a kind of job which needed grace from God, yes, which needed grace. So I needed God's intervention. I needed him to step in for me. So I had to sacrifice and spend more time with God, and then keep asking him to guide me through every single process. Yeah.
Now, on a normal day, we are supposed to sleep for 8 hours.
Yes.
How many hours do you sleep?
I think I sleep for about 6 hours these days.
Why? Because of work?
Because of work.
It keeps you so busy.
I love my work. I love it. I'm going to love it so much. I love the fact that I'm always busy with work. If I'm not on site, I love the fact that I'm thinking about new things, even in bed.
And you're cashing out as well.
Of course. Yes. So it's exciting. It's a journey and I don't know how to explain it, but I never imagined myself enjoying having fun on my work. Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so before we saw you in YOLO, I mean the popular television series. How did you get that role, and then how was it for you?
Okay, with YOLO, I got it through Ivan Kwashiga. Thank you so much, sir. I got it through him. Yes, so he convinced me, come join YOLO. You're young, you're fresh, you've got talent. Come join it and see what it takes you to. So it was also another exciting journey altogether.
How was the experience for you?
Oh, it was also another phase of my life, yes, and it lifted me to places, yes, and it gave me also another different wonderful exposure altogether.
Now, would you consider acting?
No.
Why? Because I personally think you did great in YOLO.
Thank you. I wouldn't consider acting because I've got a really busy schedule now. As I said I'm growing, so I feel like I have different plans for my life. And yes, I think I have different plans for my life now. That is it.
Nana Yaa Opoku Addo has different plans for her life after the break.
Yes.
The conversation gets deeper. Welcome back. Let's not forget the show is supported by Templessy Court and Smile GH Photography. You can call Templessy Court on 0244292520. You can also call Smile GH on 02400816636. So,
Hi.
before we're going, you said you have a lot of dreams.
Yes, I do.
Where do you see yourself?
In years from now, on a short-term period from now, I see myself being a blessing to others, connected to me directly or indirectly. I see myself as a running tap of water for other people to drink from. So I don't benefit from myself alone or my family alone, but other people too around me benefit from me. Yeah.
Wow. Now, what would be your advice to young girls who feel that, okay, she acted YOLO, she's supposed to be in the entertainment industry, she's doing construction, and so she's not successful? What would be your advice to people who feel that you're supposed to be on the screens to be successful?
For my advice to young girls, especially out there, you being female shouldn't be a barrier to what you want to do, to having bigger dreams, of being the first female president of Ghana, of being the first female on the moon, or anywhere at all. Just dream it. I mean, pray about it consistently and work towards it. And trust me, it's going to seem as very tough from the beginning, but God can turn a dead soil into something wonderful. You have no imagination about. So yeah.
Now, I think your parents are so proud of you.
Yes.
What did they tell you, seeing where you've got to?
Yes, my dad is so proud of me. My mom is. They always say it every time my mom calls, and she's like, "I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud you've taken God seriously. I'm so proud you're trying to further your education, and you're doing well in your business too. Keep praying." Keep speaking to God each time you're in doubt, and you're going to be fine.
Wow. Now, what would be your advice to startups any person that wants to start a business like you are doing?
Consistency will determine your endurance in the business world.
Wow, you just said it all.
Yes.
Consistency will determine
your endurance in the business world.
Okay, now you know what we are doing after this break, right? The Smartness Level segment. See you later. Welcome back. Today on the Smartness Level segment, we want to test how smart our guest is. You know, she's a law student. She's an entrepreneur. Day-to-day activities. So, are you ready?
Well, I am.
How smart are you?
Let's see.
How smart are you?
Let's see.
Okay, your first question. So you're supposed to answer 3 questions.
Okay.
Okay, so your first question. Richmond's father has 3 sons. The first, 30. There's 20. Who's the last son?
Richmond. The last son is Richmond.
You got that right.
The last son is Richmond.
Okay. What has a head and a tail, but nobody?
Oh, a coin.
You can't. It seems like you're so smart. No. Okay. One last question.
Okay.
What gets wetter and wetter as it dries?
Okay, that's a tough one. What gets wetter and wetter as it dries? Is it a sea?
No.
Is it a sea?
How can it be the sea?
What gets wetter and wetter
as it dries?
Rain.
Is that your final answer?
Mop.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
It's a towel.
No.
Yes.
No.
You got that right. Okay.
Yes.
So we are so grateful you came on the show.
Thank you so much for having me, Richmond.
But when you come on the show, we do not leave you to go.
Really?
Like so we have a surprise for you.
I'm excited. Please.
You didn't answer our question. Should I give it to you?
Please do.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Okay.
Okay, you can open your eyes. Let's do this together. This is for you.
Thank you. Oh, thank you so much. This is beautiful.
Okay. So this is you.
This is me. This is you. So nice.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
GS Show appreciates you. Thank you for being an inspiration. Nana Yaa Opoku Addo.
Thank you so much, GS Show. Thank you so much for having me to talk about my journey. And this is beautiful. I'll hang it in my office. This is great.
We'll come and check. Yeah.
Please do. Thank you so much.
All too soon, we have come to the end of the premiere of our maiden episode of She Is, the show that empowers women to take on the world despite the challenge that they have been through. The show is proudly brought to you by Smile GH Photography. You can contact Smile GH on 024 0081 636 or 026 1089 346. Also, the show is supported by Templessy Court. You can contact Templessy Court on 030 27 91815 or 0244292520. We hope you were inspired. My name is Richmond Opong Frimpong. Until then, see you next week.